Assalamualaikum guys, I am Ali Asghar and in this video we are going to discuss our next topic. So let's move towards our topic without any further delay. Actually our today's topic is the law of conservation of momentum. Before getting into its explanation, we should be interested to know what does the momentum actually mean. Actually the product of the mass and velocity of any object is called momentum. For example, we have a body having a mass of 5 kg and moving with a velocity of 20 meter per second, then its momentum would be 100 kg ms minus 1, which we got by multiplying 5 with 20. Now let's discuss the law of conservation of momentum. In order to understand this topic, first of all, we shall have to understand its definition. So let's study its definition. Its definition is a total linear momentum of an isolated system remains constant. Here we have noted a point isolated system means the momentum of such a system on which no external agency exerts any force. For example, a group of gas molecules enclosed in a vessel. In this example, you can see that no external agency or no external force will act on the gas molecules. So we can say that this is an isolated system. Now let's do its derivation. Consider an isolated system of two interacting balls M1 and M2 with velocities V1 and V2 respectively. Here you can see that I have bolded the V1 and V2. It shows that these are the vector quantities, not the scalar quantities, because bolded letters are always used to show the vectors. They are moving in a straight line. After some time, M1 collides with M2 and their velocities become V1 prime and V2 prime respectively. Here M1 shows the first ball and M2 shows the second ball. It would have happened if M1 has the more velocity than M2. To find the change in momentum of M1 means the first ball we have F multiplied by the T is equal to the M1 V1 prime minus M1 V1 means the momentum of first ball after collision subtracted from the momentum before collision. Actually the change in momentum is equal to the product of the force and time. So we shall write F multiplied by the T on the left side of the equation and M1 V1 prime minus M1 V1 on the right side of the equation. So this is the similarly for momentum of M2 means the second ball we have F prime multiplied by the T is equal to the M2 V2 prime minus M2 V2 means the product of the force and time is equal to the momentum of the second ball after collision subtracted from the momentum before collision. So this is the second equation. Adding equation number 1 and equation number 2 we have F plus F prime multiplied by the T because T is same in both the expressions is equal to the M1 V1 prime minus M1 V1 plus M2 V2 prime minus M2 V2. Since the action force which we have represented by the capital F is equal and opposite to the reaction force which we have represented by the F prime, so we have F is equal to the minus F prime. Actually in physics we always use the negative sign to show the opposite forces. So the right hand side of the equation will be 0. So we have 0 is equal to the m1 v1 prime minus m1 v1 plus m2 v2 prime minus m2 v2. When m1 v1 prime minus m1 v1 is moved from right side of the equation to the left side of the equation, and obviously its signs will become opposite. So we shall write negative sign outside the bracket. So we shall write minus into m1 v1 prime minus m1 v1 is equal to the m2 v2 prime minus m2 v2. In the next step, we shall move minus m2 v2 from the right side of the equation to the left side of the equation and minus m1 v1 prime from right side of the equation to the left side of the equation. So we shall write m1 v1 plus m2 v2 is equal to the m1 v1 prime plus m2 v2 prime. So this law states that the total initial momentum before collision is equal to the total final momentum after collision. So it was our discussion on today. I hope you will benefit from my discussion. If you have any question, then you can simply go to my Instagram and leave your question there. I will try to answer your question as soon as possible. Stay tuned till the next update. Laugh.